Hello, Jacob here again. Today, we're going to look at a game that goes by the name of Super Rude Bear Resurrection. So this is a game which came out on the 5th of May 2017, and it describes itself as a ultra-tight massacre platformer that anyone can beat. It's currently, how much is it? I think it's $15. Let's just check that. Yeah, it's $15, currently 10% off. Now I decided to do a video on this game because I actually got it in the Humble Monthly Bundle. It's one of the games in last month's bundle now. And I played a little bit of it and I wasn't kind of massively impressed, so I was kind of like, don't really want to do a video on it. But then had a look at the reviews, and GameSpot and Destructoid actually both gave this game a 9 out of 10 and kind of highly praised it, so I thought I'll give it another go. Interestingly as well, it's actually got a negative review as well. There's one review that gave it a 4 out of 10, so I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll try it again, see what it's like. So I played a little bit more of it. I played about an hour and a half of the game so far, and I think I'm ready to do a little video on it here and give some impressions of it. So I'm just going to, before we start, I'll just mention the developer. So the developer is listed as Axel Rose. So I guess Axel Rose is like the main developer, maybe the only developer of this game. There might be more than one person who worked on this game, not sure. But we're going to get into it now, and we'll give a few impressions of it. So let's get into it. So if we play here, so you can see I've beaten the first 4 worlds of the game. So the game plays through in kind of a linear order in the levels, at least so far. So as far as I'm aware, there's no kind of secret levels or anything. You just play through the levels linear, in a linear, sequential way. So I've beaten the first 4 worlds here. So I'm going to go on to World 5 here, and we'll do this here, maybe a little bit more after that. I think each world so far has got 5 stages, so it doesn't take too long to get through a world of levels. So playing this bear here, and we got this. We're dead already. We've got this kind of little orb flying around who kind of talks to us. So the game's kind of basic gimmick is that when you die, you can use your bodies in order to traverse the level. So obviously we died on these spikes, but then here's our dead body. Now we can jump on it in order to get over that obstacle there if we want to. Alright, there we've got some low gravity here. That's the there we go, made it across. That's the basic gimmick of the game, is that central mechanic. And it is actually really well done, so we'll get a chance to show it off as we go along. So that's a checkpoint there, by the way. The game is actually fairly liberal of its checkpoints. Oh, we're dead there. So yeah, this game is obviously very heavily inspired by your likes of your Super Meat Boys and Dust Force and those kind of really kind of hardcore platformers. And it is quite a difficult game. But let's get past that body. Sometimes the body's actually getting in your way, which is a bit irritating. But yeah, like I said, it is kind of make it there, not quite. Obviously, the game kind of builds itself as being so that anyone can beat, and I think that is mostly true because obviously, as the bodies pile up, it gets easier and easier to get past certain obstacles. Usually, sometimes like I said, they get in your way sometimes, but usually makes it easier. Like I said, if there's a bed of spikes, you can just there we go. Those things are in the way, so to get those out of the way by dying, by the looks of it. If there's like a massive bed of spikes, you can just just die over and over again on the spikes and just make like a bridge. Okay, bridge to get across. And there's some situations where you actually have to, like I said, this section here, we have to actually seemingly we have to actually kill ourselves quite a few times in order to actually get across this bit. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, they do get in your way though sometimes. Like I said, here we can actually clear them away. So if you use this little orb, you can use them to destroy bodies, and you can press the X button as well, which sends out a little blast which destroys all of them in the area. So yeah, I suppose it is true that with enough kind of perseverance, just about anyone, you can beat the level with enough goes. But yeah, damn it. There we go. Try to get across here. But obviously, the game's kind of scores you based on how long you take to beat a level, and also how many times you die as well. So if you die a bunch of times, you will obviously beat the level, but you won't get a kind of a good score at the end. If that's kind of your thing. Obviously some people are kind of really into kind of speed running and all that kind of stuff. There we go. All that kind of stuff, and beating the game with a certain number of deaths or a certain number of times. This is actually a really, really good game if you're kind of into that kind of speedrunning kind of stuff. If you want to kind of beat if you could have a, you know, like a speedrun of kind of beating the game with the least number of deaths, it's actually a really, really cool game to do it on, I think. Let's try and get across here. Let's actually clear these ones out of the way. It's in my way. There we go. Let's get across here. But as you can see, like I said, the game is actually like quite tricky to navigate. There we go. So gravity goes back to normal. Just go through there annoyingly. Each kind of world has a little bit of a different kind of gimmick usually, or a new little kind of obstacle to overcome. So I think that's actually the end of the level. So the levels are fairly short. Alright, so I keep dying, but we're kind of slowly kind of getting there. So the levels are kind of a battle of attrition sometimes. Obviously, just dying as much as you can to get through. So at the end shows you how many times you died, and you get a little thumbs up. If you beat it under a certain number of deaths, you actually get a gold rating. But we just got a normal rating. Obviously, you get your time in the top left as well. I forgot to mention the game is on PlayStation 4 as well. I think it's might be coming to Xbox One possibly. No, this bit's a bit tricky. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I kind of decided to do a video on this game just because I kind of want to investigate if it is really as good as those kind of 9 out of 10 reviews kind of said. Like I said, Destructor and GameSpot give a 9 out of 10. And I think for me, the game is, after giving the game a second go, I should get across this bit, there we go. After giving the game a second go, I'm having quite a bit of fun with this game. It is a really, really well done game. And it is let's get across here. Yeah, like I said, the kind of core kind of gimmick is actually really well done. The whole kind of, you know, as many more times you die, the easier the levels get. And the levels are kind of really well done. Really kind of cool level designs here, as you can see. Lots of kind of unique obstacles to come across. There are certain stages where obviously blocks disappear and jump on them. There's like blocks where they kind of disappear in and out of existence. Kind of all your kind of standard stuff. What else is there? Oh, there's one level where they kind of got boulders chasing you, like obviously kind of Indiana Jones style. There's kind of a lot to see in the game. That's going to be a bit tricky. Ah, shit. So I'm quite a big fan of that as well. Obviously, a game like this just need to have like all sorts of different things going on in terms of kind of obstacles to keep it fairly fresh. These rotating blocks are a bit of a pain to deal with. So yeah, it is good. It is a good game. This, I don't think it's quite as good as like a 9 out of 10. Mostly just because that's a bit tricky. As good as the game is, it is you know, outside of the kind of central kind of gimmick, it is kind of very familiar. If you kind of play this game before, you kind of know what to expect with this game. And I'm quite a big fan of these kind of hardcore kind of platformers. They are my kind of wheelhouse really. And yeah, I mean, all this kind of stuff is all kind of stuff which it's kind of been done before. The actual platforming itself is actually fairly straightforward. Obviously, you jump, you can wall jump off of walls, and that's kind of about it really. There's no kind of sprint button or anything like that. No kind of crazy traversal mechanics or anything like that. It's just kind of jumping, sliding on walls, wall jumping. Nothing kind of that crazy. Like I said, the game kind of relies heavily on its there we go, on its kind of central gimmick of dying over and over again and creating, you know, making the level easier. We haven't actually got a chance to show off that much. There was actually a really cool level earlier on in the game where there are arrow traps that are shooting arrows at you, and obviously, you know, they're quite hard to navigate past. But once you die, obviously the arrows are hitting the dead bodies, and you can just push your dead body forward and then to avoid the arrow traps rather than jumping past them. Interestingly, this note's in the top right. There's actually a award for completely level out dying, it seems. So yeah, that's kind of the rainbow. Then it's gold, then it just goes down to your normal kind of brown one. Yeah, okay. I hadn't noticed that before. Yeah, I think if the game kind of had a bit more of a kind of unique kind of the actual kind of level design and the actual kind of platforming itself was a bit more unique and a bit more interesting, I think this game would kind of deserve that kind of 9 out of 10 review score. But as it stands, it's not quite that good in my opinion, but it is a pretty decent little game. I've had quite a bit of fun with it, and as I put put a smile on my face a few times. Let's get over here. There we go. So you can see here, obviously, this bit's a bit tricky, but you can just jump on our dead bodies on the spikes to get across, makes it a lot easier. But the real challenge is obviously beating the level without dying. Nice! There we go. Or dying the least number of times with the quickest time. So obviously dying does obviously contribute to your time. So if you want to beat the game quickly, then dying's not really in your best interest, really. The game's got a pretty good soundtrack as well. It is I think the game's kind of the game's store page described it as having a kind of a grime soundtrack or something. I'm not really too familiar with that genre of music myself, but the soundtrack's pretty good, I'd say, overall. It's not too kind of offensive or anything. It is just kind of gets the job done. One criticism I would have is kind of the game's... It's a bit tricky. I'm going to get rid of that spike though. The game's visuals are fairly crude, as you can kind of see here. Nothing really that special in the visual department. Like, I think that's one criticism I do have against this game as well. Is just the game is kind of very kind of straightforward as well. Like, and what I kind of mean by that is, like, if you look at like Super Meat Boy, that game's kind of got a lot of kind of personality and a lot of kind of interesting stuff going on in that game, like kind of hidden passage, like hidden levels and secret levels and unlockable characters and all that kind of stuff. With this game, it's just kind of it's very straightforward in its approach. Here's the character you play as. Here are the levels. Just kind of get on with it. There's no kind of personality in terms of the kind of like the story. There isn't really much of a story at all, really. Apparently, there's like trying to help this. Yeah, there's like some wizard we're going after or something. I don't know. I mean, there could be like secrets and stuff in the game, but from what I can tell so far, there's nothing like that in the game, really. Like I can really kind of tell, and I think that's what kind of would make this game maybe go up to the next level as well. So kind of having that kind of cool stuff, which kind of makes a game special, you know, like really cool kind of hidden secrets or like unlockable characters and all that kind of stuff, you know. Let's get across here. So we've got portals here. Never knew little mechanics. So the game does a really good job, like I said earlier, of just kind of introducing new stuff to you all the time. Which is probably one of the game's stronger points. Ah, shit. Yeah, like I said, if you look at Super Meat Boy, that game was kind of full of surprises all the time with kind of secret, like, extra kind of hidden things, and just the game just had a really good kind of charm to it as well. Super Meat Boy with with its kind of story and stuff. This game doesn't really have that, really. Yeah, this bit's a bit tricky, so pull down there. We don't want to... How are we going to get past this bit here? Because we keep hitting those portals. What do we do here? I'm not sure what we actually do here, annoyingly. Which, see, actually I'm dying a lot here. Normally I wouldn't be dying quite so much. What the hell do you... obviously have to get to this portal at the top, but I'm not sure how we actually get up there. Yeah, so there's sometimes the little kind of thing that's following you does kind of will kind of give you a bit of a hint what to do. Oh, wait a second. If we jump from the bottom, then we should go up rather than down. There we go. Okay, there we go. Kind of, almost got it. So we've done a shit ton of times this level, which is not great. It's not going to get a very good rating here. There's too many bodies here. There we go. No. One thing that's a bit annoying is that the double jumping is a little bit fiddly to start with. Because if you just kind of keep tapping the jump button, you will doesn't double jump properly. You kind of want to slide up the wall and then double jump off the wall like that. Just a little something I just might mention. Let's try and get up here. There we go. Got through there finally. Got a nice checkpoint. Yeah, I think this is also obviously a really good game if you want to if you want to have a go at that. There's kind of hardcore platformers, but they're kind of too difficult for you. This is obviously a game which kind of quite a good game to kind of ease you into it, I suppose. 'Cause obviously, actually beating the levels itself isn't actually all that difficult with enough kind of trial and error. But the challenge is actually beating them without dying or beating them without in a certain amount of time. But if you just want to kind of get in and have a go, this is actually that kind of like the perfect game to kind of get in there, I suppose. This body's in the way. Let's try to get past this body out of the way. There we go. Oh, spikes down there. Of course there is. One thing that is really good is that the character himself, the little bear, is actually really, really responsive, which kind of has to be the case in these kind of games. So if you kind of had sloppy controls, this game would be, basically wouldn't be worth bothering with. But the character is kind of really snappy with the movement, and the jump button is the way he jumps is really, really good as well. I've never once kind of died and thought to myself it was the game's fault. Sometimes when you play games, you kind of think, I pressed the jump button and they didn't jump. That kind of horrible feeling you get sometimes. This game doesn't have that, which is really good. Also, god damn it, playing and talking at the same time is quite hard. The respawn as well is also really good. One thing, Super Meat Boy did this really well, and most games of this genre do this really well. But in order for this game to obviously be enjoyable, it needs kind of instant respawns, because obviously if you die, you want to get right back into the action straight away. There we go. Fuck, man. So yeah, see, respawns are pretty much instant, which is really good. You can kind of get straight back in there and have another go. Okay, there we go. Ooh, checkpoint. So yeah, overall, Super Bear. Oh, what's it called? The title always gets me. Super Rude Bear Resurrection. That's what it's called. Yeah, it is. I have become quite fond of it, to be honest. It is a pretty good example of this type of game, and it is that is a good thing. There aren't that many. She can't actually make it across there. So let's try going down. There aren't actually that many of these kind of games. Like I said, they usually get kind of a few a year, and you don't really get that many of them. So if you find these kind of fast-paced, kind of hard platformers, this one's well worth a look at. I think it's probably worth the $15. I think probably. I'm not sure how long the game is, but. Yeah, I think the game's it's a fairly decent length from what I can tell. I'm not 100% sure how long it is though. But even if it is a fairly short game, I've had enough fun with the game for it to not really bother me that much. I think at the very least you're going to get like a good, good kind of 4 or 5 hours out of this game, I think. And obviously, it does kind of depend on how good you are at the game. If you're kind of really good at these kind of games, you'll probably be able to finish it no problem. You bloody bastard. Almost got it there. Well, having these dead bodies is quite handy. This does mean the spike's a lot easier to navigate. Get through there, jump on that one. You bloody bastard. See, I'll beat the boss. I think we're coming up to a boss soon, actually. Because obviously, each world can have 4 stages and then a little boss at the end. The bosses are alright. My only problem with the bosses is they're not really that difficult. Obviously, the game's obviously based on number of deaths and your time. And we're playing really, really badly here. So the bosses are kind of... you can't just kind of beat the boss without really trying that much. Obviously... There we go, got through. Because obviously... there's a lot of dead bodies there. Because obviously it's based on number of deaths, you can just kind of die over and over again on the bosses and just kind of beat them without even really trying. But they are fairly well done, the bosses though, so far. So we should be able to come up to a boss here anyway, soon. There's one boss that was kind of very familiar with to what's his name from Spelunky. I don't know what it's called now. Olmec, that's what it's called, yeah. And what was the last boss we did? Can't remember now. Okay, okay, we're waiting for this thing to come around, aren't we? Okay, well you can actually... Okay, well that... what do we know what to do now? Oh, shit. Yeah, hopefully you've got a good idea what this game's kind of like. Because it's been fairly overlooked, this game. It hasn't really, didn't really kind of have a massive launch. It doesn't really seem to have got that much attention, which is kind of a shame. Because it is a really solid little game, this one, I think. Now that I've kind of got into it, I've become a bit of a fan of this one, to be honest. Let's jump onto the block. There we go, nice. Ah, there we go, nice. Ah, shit. Spikes there, okay. So I'll beat the boss and I'll kind of wrap up, because I don't want this video to drag on for ages, and I think you've got a good idea what this game's like now. Yeah, Super Hero Resurrection is kind of very... it's very straightforward. It's not really that ambitious in terms of kind of design or mechanics or anything like that. But it is just really, really solid. And yeah, like I said, the central gimmick is enough to kind of carry the game, I think, to be something really solid, I think. I'm surprised it's actually taken this long to this to kind of be an idea. It's shit. The bodies do get in your way sometimes, which is a bit annoying. It's not the first game which kind of had this idea. There was a little puzzle game which came out a couple of years ago called Life Goes On, which kind of had a similar idea as well, where you kind of use your dead bodies to solve puzzles. But yeah, this kind of mechanic here with the obviously dead bodies work perfectly for this kind of subgenre, I suppose. Obviously, you're going to be dying a lot in this game, so using the dead bodies to your advantage is kind of a bit of a no-brainer, really. Let's kind of get those dead bodies out of the way, because they're in my way. There we go. Checkpoint. Luckily, the checkpoints are... Ah, shit, okay, I see. Like I said, the checkpoints are pretty much spot on, I'd say, for the most part. As well. Like, really, really well-placed checkpoints, which is really good. I see what to do there, okay. You have to go for the portal and then kind of jump down onto the... No! Those portals are a little bit finicky, actually. You have to get right in the middle of them to go through. Ah, you bastard. Yeah, this game has that feeling of, obviously... Oh, shit, no! Of kind of being frustrating, but then also once you actually nail it, it is quite satisfying to pull it off, which is a good sign for this game, I think. There's very little to really complain about, I think, with this game. It is, oh, shit. Oh, nice. Got dead bodies here. I'm getting crushed, though. There's very little to really complain about. Only little, like I said, little niggles. Like I said, the wall jumping is a little bit finicky, I found sometimes. I want to just mash the wall jump button, but can't really do that in this game. There we go. Got it that time. There we go. Got it that time. Checkpoint. Nice. Got low gravity here. That's it. Ah, balls. Well. This bit's a bit tricky, this one. The game does a pretty good job of ramping up the difficulty as well. Like I said, the other stages are quite easy for the most part, but these are definitely getting a lot more difficult these levels there now. Come on. Should we get to that boss so I can wrap up the video? Come on. There we go. Got it. There we go. Nice. Nice. God, this bit's hard. Balls. It's quite impressive though if it was just made by one person. Axl Rose, I guess is his name. I'm guessing he probably had a little bit of help. But yeah, it is possible to make a game on your own. There have been games that just been made by one-person development teams. God damn it. Come on. How are we managed to get up there? I see what to do. Yeah, when he comes down, there we go. So I have to wait for it to kind of swing down before you can jump up. Come on, you can get up there. Ah, God. I don't have to do any editing in this video, so just try and get past this bit quick. Ah, come on. There we go, nice. Oh, where do we do here then? I guess we have to go. Yeah, we have to go here. Ah, no, come on! Oh, ah, man, this bit is really tricky. Oh, no, got it, nice. Alright, so we have to make one more jump, then we. I'm guessing the boss is going to be through here. Yeah, got it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what we got this time then? Oh, checkpoint. Here we go. So this is the boss. Wasteman. So this is a. What's going on here then? Oh shit! He's throwing garbage at us. So these little rockets kind of freeze you. Like I think they're liquid nitrogen or something in those in there. So what do I actually have to do here? Ah, I think we have to maybe send the rocket over to him. I guess maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Ah, balls. Very long how we don't spawn in the room. That would make it a lot better, actually. As I was saying, the boss actually. It seems like this boss actually resets after you die. It seems. Ah, I'm not sure what to do here. Actually, let's see if we can figure it out. So I should probably mention the game's performance before we wrap up. The game's running at a solid 60 frames. Just going to mention that because the my recording says we're recording at 45 for some reason, even though we're actually playing at 60 FPS. Not quite sure what that's all about. He's a hook. I should actually try and concentrate on actually killing this guy. So just dodge these things. Ah. Okay. Let's dodge his attacks and then we'll see what what happens after that. Right, let's dodge that. Then that missile comes out. Nice. He's gonna shoot out his hook here. Ah no, it's everyone. I was expecting the second rocket to come out there. Okay, I think I know what to do here. Possibly. I think I have to get into grab onto our dead bodies. Possibly. Oh. Okay, so he's eating our dead body there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what to do now? So we have to die a certain number of times here. What if his health reset? No, his health hasn't reset. Okay, that's good at least. So let's just throw a few dead bodies down there, I suppose. Well, how would you beat the stage without dying, I guess? Oh! There we go, he's going to eat our dead body. He's going all red. No! Okay, not too bad. Oh! Okay, fuck. Yeah, not too bad a boss fight this one. Not as good as some of the other ones you come across, but not too bad, I suppose. Stop dying, come on. Yeah, like I said, it's not easy playing and talking at the same time. Dead again. Oh, nope. Okay, you can take one of our dead bodies again. There we go, nice. It looks like a couple more. He should be down for the count. I think playing with a controller is obviously your best option with this game as well. I don't think playing with a keyboard would probably be the best idea. It's probably doable, but I think a controller is your best bet with this game. Dead again. There's actually probably a few too many bodies here, so let's kind of get rid of a few of them. Nope. Ah, for fuck's sake, come on. If we just stand here, maybe we will, this rocket's going to come after us anyway. There we go. Another rocket, there we go. Ah, is he... Oh, there we go, got him. Nice. So you can't be that one about dive. You have to get him to eat the garbage again. Now let's continue. So onto the route, onto World 6 here. Let's go back to the main menu. If you can. So yeah, that's yeah. So we've got a few gold ratings here on the kind of early stage, which aren't too difficult. So that's a Super Rude Bear Resurrection. There's this thing here, marathons. Not sure what this mode is here, to be honest. I'm guessing it's like yeah, it's like some sort of speedrunning mode, it seems. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for the Super Rude Bear Resurrection. This is a game which I think, on kind of initial impressions, you kind of not. It's kind of a little bit easy to overlook this game, but it is actually kind of really quite a cool game. Yeah, like I said, the kind of central mechanic of using your bodies to make the game easier is actually really cool. The levels are really good. I also really like the fact that obviously anyone can kind of play the game, but there is a certain skill involved in kind of beating the levels under a certain time or under a certain number of deaths. This is actually a really cool game. It's well worth checking out, I think. Yeah, I think it's probably worth the full asking price. Depends on how long the game is. Not 100% sure how long the game is. Let's just have a look at the store page. The store page doesn't actually say how many levels there are, I don't think. It doesn't actually say. It seems like there's a fair few, it seems. So yeah, that's Super Rude Bear Resurrection, to get the title right. By Axel Rose. Published by Axel Rose Games. Really cool. Check it out. Obviously, if you got the Humble Monthly Bundle, you already got it. I think that wraps up, really. I've been Jacob. This has been Super Rude Bear Resurrection. You can leave me a like, comment, dislike, subscribe. You can do all that bullshit that people say. And I'll see you in the next video, so bye for now. Bye!